Welcome, whites. Welcome one, welcome all into Poor Man's Redbar. I'm your host, Cyborg Dave. In the toilet, taking care of business, is my producer wife, Cyborg Jules. Say hello. No. 5 years in Taiwan and she still can't speak a word of English. And welcome to today's show. I've already got myself a drink to save time. I'm drinking, as always, Famous Grouse. As you can see, I've already, gotten into it a little bit too much. Tell you what, this whiskey stuff ain't half Moorish. And of course, the Coke Zero that I mix it with to make the drink last longer. And yeah, so let's start today's video. Now, what are we doing today? I think you're going to be very, very interested. All of you Redbar fans are going to be, I think you're going to be especially interested in today's video. This is for you, Redbar fans. Because what I'm doing today is I'm going to make a video. Poor Man's Redbar is going to make a video about Redbar. I'm getting meta on your ass. Cyborg Jules thinks it's a brilliant idea, don't you, Cyborg Jules? See? She loves the idea. So let's jump straight in. I've posted 2 videos to YouTube. I posted one today. So this got like 20 views so far. Doesn't look very promising. Doesn't look like it's going to do much as expected. Because I know a little bit about how YouTube works. And I'm going to explain how it works now. This was my first video. I wish it didn't show my history. You can see, yeah, I do like Ted Bundy. I watch a lot of serial killer videos. ASMR because, actually you can't see it, so I don't need to tell you. Anyway, the first video I made that's me. That's Cyborg Dave at Poor Man's Redbar, right? The first video was called Grotesque. Piers Morgan forces Jordan Peterson to cry. Okay. Now before that, I actually say Poor Man's Redbar in capital letters. I put the word Redbar, right? Now what happened was, this is 6 days ago, 6 days old, this video, and I've had 157 views, so it's not exactly blown up. But those 157 views, let's say 150 of them came within a few hours of me. Not even a few hours, let's say it was an hour, right? We came within an hour of me posting my first video to a brand new channel. I got 150 views, right? Now, it stopped. It stopped at 157. It's very unlikely it's going to get much higher than 157, and I know why. It was a 2-hour video, and of these 157 people, they saw the word Redbar. Redbar is getting increasingly more popular. The people who like Redbar are die-hard fans, and we're going to talk about that later. They are die-hard fans on like a borderline personality level. And what happened was, oh, Redbar! And they clicked a button, they clicked my video, and they said, oh, it's not Redbar, and then he turned it off. So the way YouTube works, if you hadn't guessed, there's nothing mysterious about it. There is no such thing as an algorithm. It's actually very simple and it makes perfect sense. If you make a video and people don't watch it all the way through, YouTube's algorithm rightly assumes the video must be shit. So they stop putting it in people's feeds. Say people don't like this video. People turn it off after 30 seconds. And that's what happened with this video. my first video, and it's probably going to happen to the second video. It's probably going to happen to this video, even though I'm going to make an effort to make it shorter and more interesting. But let's scroll down. Within an hour. Now, I've had YouTube channels before that fell flat on their ass and they get no comments whatsoever. But out of these 150 views, I got 2 comments. And I thought, wow, I'm getting comments. It must be doing well. Well, think again. The first comment just said, So that could mean anything. And I liked it, because, that's what you do. But the second comment was very, very, very telling. This is what the video is about. It's about the obsessiveness of Redbar fans. This is what the comment says. It says, it's absolutely insane that you think including the word Redbar into the title of your show will ever do anything but hurt your chances at being successful. Get a grip, kid. Get a grip, kid. I'm 300 years old. I'm a cyborg. I'm Cyborg Tafe at Poor Man's Redbar. I'm not a kid. Get a grip, kid. Redbar is a master orator and a master comedian. He's a master. If anything, having your name associated with someone so good, comparatively, will make your rinky-dink operation look so much worse than you might actually be. And I gave it a little heart, a little passive-aggressive heart. Just, actually, it wasn't. It's a heartfelt heart. He commented on my video. And I'll take any comment, good or bad, right? But you know what? This made me think, only 150 views. I already get 2 comments. I expect both of them are Redbar fans. They clicked the video because they had Redbar in the title, and they thought, this isn't Redbar, this is just some phony trying to be like Redbar. Off! Get off my feed, my YouTube feed. So this video is about Redbar fans, and basically how weird and sad they are, right? Now, let's look up. Now, as you know, I like the Cambridge Oxford Dictionary, or the Cambridge Dictionary. Let's look up the word fan. Here it is on the screen.
Fan.
Fan.
Fan. That's how the Americans say it. A fan is someone who admires and supports a person's sports team, etc. Okay, nothing wrong with that. More than 15,000 Liverpool fans attended Saturday's game. Fan of, he's a great fan of country music. I'm pleased to meet you. I'm a big fan of your work. There's nothing wrong with the word fan. All right, it's okay to be a fan, but literary English people such as myself, such as Cyborg Dave at Poor Man's Redbar, we know that fan is short for fanatic. Now let's just go in Google and type in fanatic. Let's see what the AI generates. No, wait a minute. Here it is. Dictionary. Google's very own dictionary says fanatic.
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 Noun fanatic. A person with excessive and single-minded zeal, especially for an extreme religious or political cause. Informal. A person with an obsessive interest in and enthusiasm for a particular activity. I.e., psycho. A fanatic is basically a psycho, and that is what we have with these Redbar fans, right? They're obsessed. People who like Redbar not only like him, he's almost like a god to these people. Now, the next video is Redbar himself fessing up to the fact that his very own fans are unhinged and are now starting to send him what sound like death threats. So where is it? Here it is. Here's the video. So this is Cyborg Dave at Poor Man's Redbar watching a Redbar video. Wow, how smart is that? Oh, that tastes pretty good. So let's watch it. This is Redbar talking about his. Well, you'll listen.
I like to tease our schizophrenics and send them on what I like to call wild goose hunts.
Schizophrenics.
And Clay Combs, I've sent into a psychosis. I sent another guy to a psychosis. He emailed me. I'm trying not to give away clues. I don't want this guy to know that I read his email. But now there's like 1,000 guys going, it's me. There's a guy who sent an email that was so psychotic that if I read it, it would put his life in danger. It's that psychotic. And he said something to me, and I almost believe it. I almost believe it because there's a group of people, I've had many people say this to me, that they feel that that my sole purpose is that I have been directly speaking to them, giving them clues to a mission. I'm not kidding. I'm on my 6th message of a guy saying, I understand what you're doing on the last 14 episodes. For the last 14 episodes, you've been giving me personal clues. Why are you fucking with me like this? Why are you doing this to me? You've put me through hell. I'm going to show you. I'm going to put you through the same hell that you've been putting me through with these clues and this coded language that you are personally. And there's 6 different guys currently that believe that that's what this whole show is about. I'm not joking. And I found that to be very cool. You know, like.
Now, yeah, he says, I find that to be very cool, having schizophrenic listeners. All right. He says it's cool, but this is Redbar. His whole shtick is he basically could say anything and not mean any of it. He's a character. Just like Cyborg Dave, I'm a character. I can say anything I like because I'm not Cyborg Dave. I'm another guy. I'm pretending to be something I'm not, so I can say anything I like, and that's the way he views it. So he's admitting that his fans are mentally unwell, and if not that, pathetic losers. But he can't say that because, you know, he needs money just like everybody else. But let's go to another clip. He says he thinks schizophrenia is cool. All right, let's see what he said 3 years ago about schizophrenics. This is a YouTube video called Redbar Schizophrenia, posted by Jace Samson. He's not a clipper I'm aware of. So let's listen to what Redbar says about schizophrenics in this clip.
Man, that schizophrenia is scary. I am not cool with schizophrenics. Oh, well,
I'm not cool with schizophrenics.
They're just being a horror figure. No. I like schizophrenia is like the only disease where you're allowed to act like Michael Myers all week and nobody goes to jail and there's no cops. It's truly terrifying. If I had a schizophrenic kid, believe me, it would be a 2.5-hour movie of me trying to defeat him.
So they just say, in the other video, schizophrenics are cool. And he says, I'm not cool with schizophrenics. So now you sort of see a little bit into Redbar's personality. He says this, he says another thing. He doesn't mean it. He's just trying to be funny. And I like him. I like that. I admire that. But it gets worse. Now, he's talking about his fans. So he's got schizo fans who are sending him what sound like death threats. he's already pissed off a bunch of comedians who say they're going to kill him. If they ever find him, they're going to smash his face. And Sam Tripoli, have you seen that video? Joey Diaz. Hilarious videos. He really wound them up. Good job. I'm all for it. But, okay. Redbar has fans, and they're going, and in this next video, you'll see Redbar himself is starting to think his fans are going a bit too far. This next clip is about clippers. Now, a Redbar clipper is a devoted fan, almost on a religious zeal level of Redbar, who subscribe to his redbarradio.net. I'm not a subscriber, not because I don't want to be. I wish I could. I just can't afford it. I cannot afford the $11 a month to subscribe to Redbar. I am poor. I am Cyborg Dave at Poor Man's Redbar. It looks like I'm filming in my apartment. I wish I had an apartment. This is a derelict building, as I said in the previous video. At night, the junkies move in. Cyborg Jules and I have to go back out on the streets. We work 14-hour shifts at the frozen food for mental people factory just to make ends meet. We still haven't got enough money to get an apartment, so we use this derelict building. Times are tough for Cyborg Dave, so he cannot afford the $11 a month for redbarradio.net. As much as I'd like, to support him, but the people, some people who do subscribe to his channel, he's not on YouTube. He's got his own website. This will be explained in a second. He has clippers. They take clips, 20-minute, sometimes hour-long clips of his show and post on YouTube and get, thousands of views. That's what this is. This clip is called Clippers Slow Down, and it's from one of his well-known clippers called Redbar Fools List, right? So let's see Redbar trying to hide his anger at the fact that people are clipping his entire show and posting it on YouTube, i.e. taking money out of his pocket. Let's listen to him thinly disguise his anger at this.
Wait, I had some good news, though. It's not all yelling. Hold on. Well, and don't take that as a yell. I still love you. We're all very close. The Clippers also use some of the worst fonts. And I was
for fuck's sake, no, I've got to go back, guys. No, I've got to go right to the beginning. Yeah, fuck that up. I'm not editing it, though.
I don't want to give any more away. All your favorite guys are here, of course, to help us ring in the new season. Thank you for being with us. Please watch all these shows in order. Okay? Watch every bit of them. Clippers, stand back, stand by. Like I said last time, I appreciate you guys waiting a few days, the Clippers, to post. But the Clippers have gone insane in the membrane. And I don't want to have to bring this up every show, but I got to say something because they gave away the whole episode on YouTube twice. So many Clippers posted so many clips of Redbar. There were only over 25 clips. I took like a screenshot. Do I have that screenshot? Is that in that little note? Let me see. I had some. Was that under announcements? Jules? Announcements.
Yes,
Clippers. Yeah, I got the picture here. I'll just show you on my phone. Can you go to the close-up there? Look at all those thumbnails. I put that together in Photoshop there. They're not quite lined up. I was going real fast. I was having a panic attack. They posted everything. Guys, the Clippers, you've got to coordinate somehow. I don't like to micromanage. I really don't. I don't like to tell the Clippers what to do, and I don't like to take down clips, but we can't have this many.
The
we
Clippers
don't.
rule that
here's
we
another.
said.
What?
a while ago, we said the Clippers rule was if Mike's happy, you're good. If he's getting mad, then you're not good.
Yeah, there's really, listen, I can't come up with any rules because it changes every time, but I do know this. After the show, I'll be sitting there in bed, and I'll go to the YouTube, and I'll check to see if anyone's posted. And this week, man, this was stressing me out because you're taking these clips away from these Scars Club members who have paid good money for them. And, we really don't want all this on YouTube. We really appreciate the support and the people who have found us through YouTube. I hear this all the time. They're already stopping me right now. But, Mike, I found you through. Yes, we want these clips. Oh, we love these clips. We want them in good quality. But we cannot have 20 per episode, and we cannot have the entire episode be posted via separate clips. And by the way, there's like multiple clippers doing the same clip 5 times. I couldn't believe it. So you got to coordinate. You got to figure this out, or I'm going to do the thing. I got to hire like Brendan Chubb type of guy who takes him down.
So look, he's pissed off, wouldn't you be? And there's another video. This will explain why he's pissed off at the Clippers. Because, well, the studio for a start, well, it ain't this. It's a little bit better than Cyborg Dave at Poor Man's Redbar's apartment. I'll give him that. So the studio itself and all the equipment must cost a pretty penny. But that's not it. It's worse. Here's another video that explains just how expensive it is to run this kind of operation on the internet. He isn't on YouTube. Even though he's all over YouTube, and he just mentioned that people like myself were introduced to him through people who take clips from his show off the internet and put it on YouTube. That's how I got to know him and like what he does. But check this out. No wonder he's pissed off at these Clippers, because listen to this. Again, is Mike Redbar David talking about how much it costs to run a show on the internet.
But these podcasters, they don't really realize they comply to the censorship. So Brian Callen and Joe Rogan and Chris D'Elia and all these people, and even Legion of Skanks, they want to pretend like they're pushing the boundaries. No. They're falling in line and following YouTube's rules. They're not pushing any boundaries. They are compliant with the most politically correct company on the planet, and they stay within those boundaries in order to keep their show up. Now, why do they do this? Well, folks, hosting videos on your own is very expensive. I think I'm going to go ahead and say it, Jules.
Wow.
People are not going to believe me. I need you to know that what I'm saying is true, and I could prove it's true. And what I'm about to say is going to blow your mind, and you're going to start feeling very bad for me. You're going to start feeling very bad for me. I want everyone to listen. I'm going to tell them, Jules. Our bandwidth bill, because we're not on YouTube. See, YouTube makes a lot of money off advertising. That pays for the bandwidth. They're also Google, the most rich company in the world. If you want to go off and host your own videos like we do, get ready to pay. Now, you've heard Anthony Cumia talk about this. Alex Jones surely goes through this, but I don't think people understand. Look at this cute guy. $900 per month, he says. I want to tell you what our bandwidth bill, and I can prove this. So if you want to doubt me, go ahead. I could prove it. Our bandwidth bill for this year, just 1 year. Do you want to hear what it is? You're going to this is why I want to kill myself. I almost want to kill myself right now. Our bandwidth bill for the year, just 1 year of Redbar, $98,000.
It costs him $98,000 a month. Oh, a year to run this show, right? So that's like $1.2 million a year to do this. Why does he bother? You know, why doesn't he just go on YouTube? Well, maybe he really does believe in free speech, or maybe there's another reason. Anyway, number one, his fans are sending him death threats. Number two, his fans are clipping his show, which costs him over $1 million a year to run. And the next thing is this, and this is where we get to the meat of this video. This is for you YouTube fans only. This is a straight diss to YouTube fans, not YouTube fans, Redbar fans. Yeah, I'm drunk already. This video is a straight diss to Redbar fans because look what you've done to him, man. You're ripping him off. You're taking money out of his pocket. You clippers. You R-words. But it gets worse. And here's another video. This is a prime example of a typical Redbar fan. You get ready for this. You might think, oh, that's a Redbar fans will watch this and they'll think, oh yeah, that's hilarious. No, it isn't. It's sad. It's pathetic. Let's watch it. Wait a minute. Fucking pause. Right, so this is Brian Callen, one of Redbar's fools, performing stand-up, and you just watch. Yeah, play.
You can't. Okay, and here's the other thing. This is such a weird.
Fuck off, Colin!
What?
Redbar's watching!
Who is?
Redbar!
Would you shut the fuck up?
That's right! Say hello to Scars Club, Colin!
What are you heckling me?
So he said, fuck off, Callen. Redbar's watching. Blah de blah. Now let's scroll down to the comments on this video. So some jerk off, frankly, goes into a comedy show and heckles with something that isn't funny. It's just an in-joke for Redbar fans. That's only funny when Redbar says it. It's not funny when one of his fans says it. And one of the comments says, "Who is? I like Redbar, but this heckling just embarrasses the hecklers." Right, so he's got a point. Simply amazing, LOL. Okay, here's someone who understands where I'm coming from. This was beyond cringe. Brian Callen is a clown, and somehow you out-clowned him. But then here's a Redbar fan, another Mike victim. Mike. Such a solid heckle. Fuck off, Callen. Hit so hard. You have that obnoxious voice down. Great work. Keep getting them. We got him. Callen sucks, but Redbar fans are the gayest people on the planet. Okay, he's with me. What is Redbar? He's a merman. Don't know what that means. And then this is it. The classic Redbar's watching. That is what the heckler said to Brian Callen. Redbar's watching. Oh, Redbar's watching. And then here's another one. Redbar's watching. Epic video, dude. Keep up the great work. Your #1 fan. Redbar's always watching. And you'll see all of Redbar's so-called fools. And I haven't got time to go into it. Or the energy, frankly, to go into all of his fools. But Brian Callen, this comedian, is one of them. Ari Shafira, Joe Rogan, of course. There's a bunch. He's gone through all of them over his 20-year career. Which 20 years of radio experience is something that Cyborg Dave or Poor Man's Redbar does not have. I have literally 2 weeks of making YouTube videos like this. So, give me 16 uploads. Give me 16 uploads at the very least. And that's not just a message to you, that's a message to me, because I'm probably going to quit doing this shit after 16 uploads if people don't start watching. But anyway, so now you see how sort of, for want of a better word, pathetic the average Redbar fan is, right? I like Redbar, but I hereby, from today, renounce my Redbar fanship. I'm not a fan of Redbar, I just like him. To say that I'm a fan of Redbar, I mean, look what he's done to me already, for fuck's sake. I'm calling myself the poor man's Redbar. So he's clearly done something to my mind. I'm not quite schizophrenic, but he's clearly done something bad to me. This is not a high point of my life. Let me say that. So he's done something to me. What was I going to play next? Yes. What I'm about to show you is another Cyborg Dave. And it's indicative of one of his fans. This is a guy called Hungry Duck reacts to Redbar talking about review bar. Who knows what that means? This is just a weirdo. This is just someone who needs to get a blowjob. Get a girlfriend, get a wife like I have. I have cyborg jewels. This is what stops me going too far with this stuff. This guy's gone too far. Watch, this is a Redbar fan who has gone off the reservation.
Here he is. Denny's. It's one of those places, admittedly, that I've never been to.
He's doing what I'm doing. He's watching Redbar, but he's got a duck on his. He's wearing a duck head.
Never been to a Denny's.
He's eating chicken.
I've had an urge to go to a Denny's every so often, but I've always dismissed it.
Listen.
Now, up until around 2 years ago,
he's just playing a random Redbar clip from years ago.
Okay.
And they're just
eating chicken, wearing a duck mask.
One nearby. I mean, that's just how it was. That was just the layout of the land, and
you see what Redbar does to people. You see, it turns them weird, and it turns them into complete outcasts. How does someone like Cyborg Dave or this guy function in a normal society? And it's all because of this Redbar. I wasn't like this before I started watching Redbar. I was normal. What has he done to me? Yeah, so Redbar, and I'm going to go into further detail, but I found this. Now, this is actually one of Redbar's fools, so-called fools. He's called Mersh. Now, where is he? Because it's a good one. Yeah. Now, this video is titled, Mersh is triggered by a fellow Redbar fan, says Mike David has a corny and repulsive following. All right, it's pretty much the title of this video. Redbar David has a corny and repulsive following, and this guy pretty much sums it up. Even though I don't like this person, just from the look of him, I don't like him.
Hey, to the Pen 15 guy in the chat, is your brain broken? Because I can assure you this, right? And I've told you this before. We got one of these little weirdo Redditors, Redbar people on here that are breaking my balls in the chat. And I don't mind if you want to come in and break my balls, right? But I'm just letting you know that the shit you're saying makes you look corny, and it makes Mike David look corny by proxy. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't want motherfuckers like you out at night carrying his banners, because you're in here and Nobody in the chat is reading your shit and going, yo, this dude's fucking sick, dude. This guy rules. Like, you're literally just parroting catchphrases. Redbar's watching. Merch doesn't have any money. Meh. 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 If Redbar saw you in here and saw what you were saying, he'd be like, please stop representing me. Redbar fans, I've never met a guy who was so talented, who did such a good show, whose audience and fans consist of like the biggest fucking chuds on the planet. Like, they're fucking losers, dude. You have this weird parasocial attachment to Mike David, and he doesn't care about you. And I'm not saying that as a knock on Mike. He shouldn't care about you. We shouldn't care about any of you people. Like, that's not how this works. You know what I mean? And the fact that you guys go out every night, Redbar, what? And it's like, you fucking suck. And I'm telling you, I am telling you from the bottom of my heart, dude, because I know right now you're probably like jacking your cock and being like, bro, I fucking triggered him. No, I'm trying to help you. I'm giving you medicine right now. Mike doesn't like what you're doing. You get my point? He doesn't like it. So if you like Mike David, why would you go out and represent his brand poorly, is my point. Be funny. The problem with Redbar fans is like, Mike is funny. His fans are not funny. Not a fucking funny one in the bunch.
So yeah, that's basically it. Why would someone so as talented and as funny as Redbar have such a gay, R-word, pathetic bunch of losers as fans, such as Cyborg Dave at Poor Man's Redbar? Why would he have it? Why? What the fuck have I done with my computer? Why? Right? Now, the last thing I want to show you is this. This is very important. What I'm about to show you is a pie chart. This is how I'm going to end the video. You can't see it because the lighting's crap and I'm filming on my Android. But this, what you see here is, it says at the top, Redbar fans. Alright, what the fuck happened there? Things go blank before they malfunction. I had to edit there because of technical difficulties. What you're looking at here is a completely white screen because I'm making this on my Android. This is Cyborg Dave at Poor Man's Redbar. He can't afford a camera. He can't afford $11 a month to pay redbarradio.net. So I'm going to have to cut to the screen. What you're looking at here is a pie chart, scientifically verified. I sent this to the National Institute of Mentally Challenged YouTube Fan Statistics Analysis Institute. And what you see in this first pie chart, it says Redbar fans. The male is represented by the blue portion of the circle, and Cyborg Dave is represented by the red portion, because Cyborg Dave at Poor Man's Redbar is not male nor female. I told you, my pronouns are he and it. Cyborg Jules' pronouns are she and it. Shit. So I'm neither male nor female. Neither is Cyborg Jules. And so Redbar fans are 99% male. There's no hot chicks getting down to Redbar's sense of humor. Now, he's a good-looking man. He is. He's a good-looking, charismatic, you know, he's got an electrifying personality. He's obviously got a few quid in the bank. Women probably find him quite attractive. But as far as his content goes, there's no women watching Redbar. They're all male except for Cyborg Dave. Now let's scroll down to the next pie chart. The sexuality of Redbar fans. The red is no, let's start with the blue. The blue is represented by heterosexuals, and the red is overwhelmingly gay. 94% of Redbar fans are gay. That's just this is science. I didn't make this. This comes from the National Institute of Science Bureau YouTube statistics. 94%. That's a large percentage of Redbar fans are gay. 6% are heterosexual. I am not represented here at all because fuck knows what I am. Cyborg Jules and I, we're together, but what we do in the bedroom, well, in the streets because we're homeless, you could not classify as sex. It's something. It's some next level shit. Like I said in the past video, my present is your future, and it ain't pretty. Let's scroll down to the next pie chart. Redbar fans who are incels / getting laid. So, as you can see, this 1% is Cyborg Dave. I get laid one way or the other. I'm getting laid. I'm not going to go into details, but if I want to get laid, I'm getting laid. No more needs to be said about that. 99% of Redbar fans are incels. Now, we all know what an incel is, right? You know, in the dictionary, it's an involuntary celibate, but we all know what it means. It's guys who are obsessed with having sex, but cannot for the life of them get their end away with anything human, vegetable, or mineral. They just can't get it. Anything, any action whatsoever in the downstairs department. I, on the other hand, this 1%, which represents me, I get it whenever I want it, wherever I want it, with whatever I want. And that's another video. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. In conclusion, Redbar fans are pathetic losers. All right. So from this day forth, I hereby renounce my fanship of Redbar. I like him. I think he's funny, but I do not want to be associated with these people. No, sorry, Bob. I don't want to have anything to do with these fucks. And these weirdos, these creeps, these Redbar's what thing? Redbar's what thing? I'm not one of those, all right? I think Redbar's funny. I'm going to continue to be Cyborg Dave at Poor Man's Redbar. This is not going to change. But I'm not a fan anymore, Redbar. I'm not a fan. I'm not one of you. When I talk to the Redbar fans, I'm not one of you. I do not want to be one of you. Just get a girlfriend, all right? Sort yourself out, you pathetic assholes. Go watch a Jordan Peterson video. Clean your room. Keep taking the pills and clean your room. That's my message to all you Redbar fans. And hopefully I've offended. Hopefully there is a Redbar fan watching this and I've offended you deeply. Good. Redtard. Please dislike. Leave a hateful comment. Give me the most hateful comment you can. And do not subscribe. Alright? This is Cyborg Dave for Poor Man's Redbar. Signing off. Sayonara.